Do that right now. Cool. So thank you everybody for being here. I'm Berlin. I'm a digital marketing strategist and founder of Plant and Marketing. I also just launched the Greenhouse a couple months ago, which is a marketing hub and supportive community for solopreneurs. And this is an example of an event for that. And so Renee's here today to talk all about Canva and how to organize your Canva and use it to its full potential without feeling overwhelming. I'm really excited about all the things she has to talk about today. Excuse me. So if you're just joining, feel free to drop into the chat your industry, your business, what you use Canva for, and your experience level to give her an idea of where we're all at. I'd also love to connect with all of you online. So I'm going to drop my social links, and you're welcome to do the same. We can hold each other accountable with what we're learning today. What else? Okay, I think that's it on my end. So I'm gonna pass it to Renee here, who is a Canva expert, and she's going to tell us so many valuable things today. I'm so excited. Thanks for joining us, Renee.
Hey everyone. I'm just reading through I dropped my Instagram over there. I do a lot of just simple how-tos on my Instagram. But I'm just reading through everybody's stuff here. Um, Rebecca, that's awesome. I have my degree in graphic design, so here I am. So I know Adobe really, really well. I hate Adobe. I actually went to Affinity. I like it a lot better, but I primarily stay in Canva, which is quite cool. But I graduated in 2008 with it, so I've been doing graphic design forever. Um, okay, let's see here. Digital marketing, perfect. Working in-house for a distillery. We are whiskey drinkers in this house. Um, Pet product, national media products. Sweet. Okay, everyone. I am going to open up my Canva. Let me share my screen. Done. Oh, come on. There we go. Okay. So, hello, everyone. I'm Renee Anderson. And today we're going to do it's going to be a very quick run through. I call it my Canva Confidence Masterclass for small business owners. Okay. As small business owners, there's a specific way to use Canva than you normally would in everyday life. And majority of it revolves around being organized and using a lot of cool features that you may not know about. That isn't just the normal everyday editing features and things like that. A lot of people don't realize that Canva has a whole catalog of apps that are linked into Canva that you can use for special designs, for different things that you can add. Also, Canva is leading the way in website design. Yes, I know, mind blowing. Canva, you can now create a website within Canva, have it hosted within Canva, link a domain with it. Everything can be within Canva. So they're really leading the way when it comes to graphic design and designing features. Okay. So I am a leading Canva ambassador. Ambassadors are community organizers within Canva. We like to share about Canva, teach about the new specs in Canva, things like that. So I go through all the Canva training. And so we can make sure everybody knows about Canva. I don't know if you've noticed, but I feel like Canva has become a lot larger in the past couple of years and is due to the vast majority of us getting it out, getting rid of the stigma of graphic design with Canva and things like that. I know as a graphic designer, I've been using Canva since 2015. And before I was just like, oh, I'm just making like little things on it. Like I was that person like, oh, I just use Adobe, like real graphic designers use like real designing programs. And I've really have switched my mindset after being in it more and how Canva has grown over the years. Um, So I'm really, really excited to get through it. We're going to go through some stuff about organizing your Canva, setting up your brand hub as a solopreneur. This is whether you are creating stuff for other people or creating stuff for yourself. What's really, really great about Canva's brand hub is that if you are a social media manager, you could create multiple brand hubs for all the clients that you're working with. So when you are creating content for them that it's all across your channel. So everything can be connected, everything can be cohesive. It's easy for you. We're going to be talking about using some of the bulk create features and Canva's AI. His name is Leonardo. So if you see Leonardo popping up on Canva and they're like, oh, ask Leonardo, you're like, who's Leonardo? Leonardo is Canva's AI. That's what they named him. And then we're going to be talking about monetizing also really cool things in Canva. As solopreneurs, we should be creating things for our clients, whether it's free handouts, whether it is free funnels for them to join, to get onto your email list, or just actually creating guides and courses. You could create those within Canva, all a part of that feature. Okay. I highly recommend Canva Pro. Canva Pro is 1,000% worth the business write-off for $125 a year because you are going to unlock so much more potential. So a little bit about me. I've been married to my best friend for actually 17 years now. We'll be 17 years in May. We've known each other since we were 10. We have two kids, Tatum and Bailey. I homeschool. I live here in Nampa, Idaho. We have 6 chickens. So if I keep looking this way, they're like, my husband let them out, so they're acting weird by my window. And we have a mini animal farm. We have a gecko, a rabbit, and a ginormous 120-pound dog. Um, so like I said, I've been using Canva since 2015. I actually started using it because it's an easier program to use to train people on. A lot of people do not have background in graphic design, so Adobe was just not accessible. Adobe is also not free. So Canva was free. I started this in 2015, teaching people how to build personal brands and we use Canva to do it. I was a team leader who built a multi-million-dollar sales team for 10 years with a direct sales company, and I really chalk up my success to training my team how to build a personal brand instead of selling themselves instead of selling their product. So with that, over the years, I've branched into building multiple different download guides. I now have Canva website templates. I do a lot of stuff with Idaho realtors. So anyway, I have a lot of experience in this and I'm really excited to show you. So let's get to it. I'm going to diminish this so I can see this really quick. If you guys are typing in, I will check the chat here in a little bit. So we're going to be simplifying your branding and content creation like never before. As a small business owner, you know that standing out in today's crowded market is more challenging than ever. So when we're juggling social media, building a brand, trying to stay consistent, it can be really, really overwhelming and time consuming. And this is where Canva comes in. This is also where it can be time consuming and overwhelming. I have a lot of clients who open up Canva and they're like, I have no idea where to start. I am overwhelmed because all this stuff is here. If you're like me and you can't work because your house is a mess, and so you have to clean your house before you do anything, this is the great place for you because I'm going to show you how to clean up your Canva house, preferably, I should say. So in this masterclass, we're going to be talking about tools and strategies to help you create a professional, cohesive brand for all of your clients, whether it's for yourself or your clients that you're bringing in. It's not just a design tool, it's an all-in-one solution that's going to save you time, it's going to keep you organized, and it's going to help you work more efficient, even if you don't have a design background. So first off, we're going to create folders for everything. My next screen, you're going to want to screenshot it, take a picture of it, because I'm going to give you a step-by-step idea of how to do it. We're going to go in and I'm going to show you how to organize. Some people may not know, and that's okay. We're going to break it down. This is me giving you tools and information so you could be super confident when you're off here, be like, okay, I'm going to go organize this week. The best thing to do is organize everything in your Canva account. Okay. You are going to want to have folders for everything. As you can see on my screen right here, I have folders for everything. I have B-roll, my websites, catalog links, shirt designs. I do branded merchandising, in-house merchandising here in Idaho. So I have everything for everything. So I have all my carousel templates. So I literally have a folder for everything. You can have as many folders as you want. You want to create folders for all of your projects that you're creating. So designs, whether it's social media posts or whatever, to all of your uploads also. So you can make folders for all of your uploads. So you're not constantly, I mean, raise a hand if you're that person who's like, dang it, I uploaded this folder. I know I uploaded it, and you're going through your uploads trying to find where this photo is. This is why you want to put it in a folder so it's easily accessible. You also want to put all your designs in folders because if you are working on a design and you want to add that to another design, so let's say you're making a carousel, but there's a a page of a design you already made, instead of having to try to figure out, download it, upload it again, if you have it in a folder, you can easily grab that to add it to an existing page. And I'll show you here in a minute how that works. So this is what I tell all my clients. When I go in to their workplace, I do a lot of team building exercises with Canva. This is the schedule that I give them. So take a screenshot of this, take a picture of it. This helps you not be so overwhelmed because if you've been using Canva forever, okay, you probably have half-made designs. You have designs that you're just like, okay, nope, this didn't do this, and you never deleted it. So you have this like slew of random designs and you're overwhelmed. This one makes opening up Canva super overwhelming because nothing's organized. So I have created this amazing schedule that will help you break it down at least one. It only takes about an hour, hour and a half each day to go through and do each of these steps. So by the time next week comes around, you're like, okay, sweet. I know exactly where all these are at. You feel organized, you know where to start, and you're not recreating the wheel, right? Right? Because if we don't have things organized, we're constantly recreating the wheel, constantly adding more stuff, which is bogging up your memory in Canva. So go through this week and truly organize your stuff. Delete things you're never going to use again. I mean, trust me, I mean, I finally did this. Actually, I did this last year. I did a really big deep dive because I've been using Canva since 2015. I had so many like uploads and images and videos that I'm like, what is this? And I finally went through and deleted them all. And it was so much more easier. Okay. Um, so please make sure that you go and do that. So I'm going to hop over to chats just really, really quick. Is Canva a graphic design tool? Yes, it is. It's a user-friendly graphic design tool. Let's see here. Oh, Ellen, you're like answering all of them. You're awesome. Sweet. Farm life, my dream. I did wish we had a cow. Is annoying. Yes. 10 years of, so hopefully you're gonna get organized this week. Okay. So what we're going to be doing is talking about, actually, let's go. Okay, here's this. I'm going to exit out of this before we go to Brand Hub. Okay. Everybody can still see my screen, correct? Just want to make sure that it doesn't change. Yeah.
Yes, we can.
Okay, perfect. Okay, so we're going to go home. Okay. And to organize and create folders, this is what you're going to do. You're going to go over to projects, over to your side screen. From here, this is where all your projects are at. Folders, design, brand templates, images, videos. Okay. So on that second day, like I told you, you're going to go in and say add new. You're going to say folder, and you are going to create all those folders. Examples of folders. You can look at some of mine. I have folders of specific customers or clients. I have folders for mockups. I have folders for my website. I have marketing. I have everything. Okay. I even have folders for my kids because my kids use my account and I don't want all of their crap all over my stuff. So I'm like, hey, if you're going to use it, it automatically goes into your folder or I'm going to delete it. So my kids have their own stuff. But anyway, here's everything. You guys, I have tons and tons of folders. You can even make folders for the specific elements that you use all the time. So if there are elements that you use all the time, like the stars or arrows or things that are part of your brand, you could save them to a folder. Okay. So everything is in a folder. Same thing with images. Okay. All of my images are in a folder because if you go to images like this, as you could tell, like there's tons of, and you're like, where's that image? Where's that image that I uploaded? But if you have a folder, they are saved in your folder. So look at all of my brand images are right here. So if I want to click in and add any of my images to there, they're already right there. They're easy to find. Okay. So this is why it's so important. You could do it with videos and everything. So you're not bogged down and super frustrated. Why this is important when you do this is we're going to go in, we're going to create a design. Okay. It is, let's say I'm curating a new social media post. I'm going to have this, but oh my gosh, I wanted to make a carousel, but I want to add something to this one, but I know I've already created it. Usually people would like open it up, right? And you could like copy everything and paste it here, but then everything's all weird. What you're going to do is you can now go to projects, go to that folder. So I'm going to find my carousel post folder. Just gonna see where it's at. Come on, folders and find my carousel and look at, okay, so here's this. I already have all these carousels. Okay. Number one, I can apply all of them to it, but let's say I just want to set up this one for my, I'm going to add this to it. Now it just adds this to it. I don't have to copy and paste it. I can rearrange however I want to rearrange it without all this hard stuff going about trying to copy and paste it all. So I can then also, let's say, okay, I want to add something from this one. Okay, sweet. Now I can just add that one. Okay, so this makes it a lot easier for you to grab things and upload it. Same thing with uploads. How many times, like I just said, have you gone to uploads because you've added something over here and you're like, okay, I know I uploaded it. I know I uploaded it. Where is that photo? And you're like, take it. Instead of scrolling through and then keep adding the same photo 10 times, because trust me, I know we've all done it, right? You go to projects, you now have those folders, and you can add the images that you need to add to your presentation, to your design, anything like that. Okay, so that is the importance of doing that. Does anybody have any questions? No, sweet. Okay. Okay. So next we're going to be talking about setting up your brand hub. Because remember, this is all about being confident in your business to have everything set up so it's easy to use. Does anybody not have their brand hub set up or even know what I'm talking about in Canva? You can go ahead and talk, text in the group. Hopefully everybody has their brand hub set up. Brand hub is only for pro. Okay. And the only thing in Brand Hub I do not use is your brand voice, literally. Everything else is set up. Now, your Brand Hub in Canva hosts all your logos, your colors, your fonts, and your graphics. Why you set up your Brand Hub is so you could create cohesive visuals across all platforms in one click, okay? So you can set up as many brand kits as you want. So like I said, this is perfect for those who are managing multiple clients. If you are creating graphics for multiple clients, if you are managing social media, things like that for multiple clients, this is a great asset to have because you could keep things super, super organized. And I'm going to show you exactly where it's at and how we're going to do it. So when you're in the home screen, you're going to go to brand. And like I said, this is a pro feature. All pro features have this crown. Okay. So you're going to go to brand hub. And what's great with brand hub is that I need to exit all of that. You can add different brands to this to make multiple different brand kits. Okay. So we're going to go to add new and wait, where are we at? Why is this not? Don't listen to me yet. Why is this not working? Oh, there it is. Okay. That was weird. It was under brand templates. Okay. Brand kits. There we go. And right here, you can add all the different brand kits. So you can add, this whole thing can be filled. You're not limited. Okay. So like my daughter, she has her own business. So this is her kit. This is my kit. I have all of my different logos that I have for my different courses to my main logo. This is where I could put my color palette. So you could type in all your hex codes and save them here. This is where you could save your fonts. If you have multiple fonts, obviously there's tons here. I only have 3 main fonts. Like I said, I don't use the brand voice. This is where you can add multiple photos. If you have illustrations or icons that you've created or somebody created for you, you can add them here. Specific graphics. I don't have any of my branded photos up here because I have so many of them. I just keep them in a folder, so I don't need them right here. But all of this is here, and this is why it's so cool and important, is because let's say we're back here, we're creating a flyer. This obviously is not my brand color, but what's really, really cool about this is since everything's saved in my brand hub, I could go to brand. This is where you could toggle back and forth if you have multiple different brand kits. I can now shuffle through and add my branding colors to this with one click. I can then also click on these font features, go up to font, and my brand hub will be saved right here. So then now I can apply my brand fonts to this in one click. So this keeps you organized. This keeps you sane. So you're not constantly like, oh, I had to change this one. I had to change this one. I had to change and this is helping you work efficient. Okay. So setting up your brand hub is super, super important to have all of that set in so you can change everything in one click and you're not going through over and over and over again. Okay. Okay, next. This is one of the biggest tricks that I like to share with people, and it is the bulk create option in Canva. This is one of the coolest apps that Canva has created. So I'm going to show you a couple different things of how to do this. I know that some of us get stuck on what to post content-wise, right? So this is a great option. We've always talked about going to ChatGPT and asking them like, you know, create 5 reels for me. This is my niche, yada, yada, like all these things, right? And that's great, but Canva can also do it too. And there's a really cool way, whether you do it ChatGPT or you use Leonardo in Canva, you can use either one, but I'm going to show you how to create multiple different reels, caption, or not captions, but posts, things like that. Okay. I'm going to preface this to say that this is really only good for like one-liners. Okay. And so if you're like quoting somebody or if you have, it's not for, I mean, it could be for carousels, uh, but you'll see after you're done playing with it. So if you want to use Canva's Leonardo, you just open up a new document on your home screen, and right here, you use the magic right button. This is the magic right button is Canva's Chat GPT. So this is where you can ask, different things like, I'm just going to come up with uh, five, oops, five gardening season, gardening tips to start seeds. Okay, we're just going to do this. It's going to be something simple. It's going to generate those things that you want it to have. Okay, so this would be a great carousel, right? But this is also a lot of jargon to insert into the bulk create, and I'll show you why. So this one was good, but I'm going to save that, but I'm gonna do some more. Let's add another one. Let's just say five simple quotes on gardening. Okay, perfect. So here's some quotes that we're going to use. Okay, so this is right here. Once again, like I said, you can use this with ChatGPT or Leonardo. So what we're going to do first is we're going to make sure that we have a design open. Let me just delete all these because I already have this open. Okay, and we're going to find a template that has a quote. So you're going to go to design. Canva is literally a keyword search engine, you guys. So if you're trying to find something in Canva, just use keyword searches to find it. I'm just going to go for a quote template, and I'm just going to use this one because this is simple and easy. This has a text box. We're good to go. Okay. So what we're going to do now is we're going to go over to apps. We're going to scroll down here and we're going to find bulk create. We're going to enter data in manually. I like to enter data in manually because everybody's working with different systems. I have an Apple, and I would have to there's just more steps because you can upload a CVS file, but I would have to export it as a certain thing. There's just more steps for me, so I'd rather copy and paste. If you have a Windows and you want to export it to upload it into here, you certainly can do that too. But as an Apple user, it just has become more. So I delete what's in here. I'm just going to use this first one, okay? I'm going to go back over to my gardening tips. I am going to copy this like this. I'm going to copy it, go back over here. I'm going to paste. I'm going to go back over here. I'm going to copy this one, copy, paste. And I'm going to do this with all of this, okay? And the author of it, I'm just going to do 3 of them to save on time so we have time for questions. I'm going to put under on the email side, okay? You could change those different names, but I wish there's a way Canva would let you change those file names and it would stay permanently, because like I'll never use name and email, but it doesn't save after this time, so I just don't even waste my time to change them. Okay, so I'm going to copy it. I'm going to go over here and I'm going to paste. Okay, so here's this. I'm going to press done. From there, I'm going to duplicate this so I have 2 different text boxes. So this first one, as you can see, the elements are over here. Your data is right here. I'm going to say connect data. I put my quote in the name feature, so I'm going to say name. Right here, I'm going to say connect data, and I put who it was written by right here, right? So I'm going to say, actually, let's do it separately. So name, and then, come on. There it goes, email. So name goes here, and who it was written by goes here. I'm going to press continue. Everything's selected, generate my designs. Now it's going to generate my designs and automatically everything is in here. And now all I have to do is organize, adjust, your elements or your name and things like that. And guess what? You are ready to rock and roll and save this and things like that. Okay. This is really, really cool because this works with reels, with anything like that. Okay. So if you are over here and you go to social media and you make a Instagram reel and you add in something like this, and you want like a moving picture, you also can do the same thing right here. Go to bulk create, connect the data, and create multiple different faceless things. Or if you are making B-roll, stuff like that. Okay. It's a really, really cool, fun feature that will save you a lot of time when you are designing. Okay. Okay. Does anybody have any questions? Right now I'm using Canva Pro. So obviously Canva is free and it's great. So if you're playing around with it, that's awesome, but you're very much limited if you are using Canva free. Like I said, everything will be locked, like Brand Hub will be locked. None of the apps will be locked, but Brand Hub would be locked. You have less storage space. You don't have as many template options. You don't have as many element options, all that stuff. So it's definitely, definitely worth it to have Canva Pro and utilize that. It's 1,000% worth it. I do have a free 30-day Canva Pro link. So if you guys do want to try for 30 days instead of the normal 7 days, I will put that in the chat when we're all done so that if you wanted to like try it out for the 30 days, like no strings attached, if you just want to try it out and be like, okay, yep, I need this, then you can use it. So, but it's definitely, definitely worth asking. What did you click on to ask for the gardening tips? Okay, so when I went to the gardening tips, all I did was I just created a new document. So I'll go back really quick. Home screen, document, okay, and then Magic Write. Okay, so this takes the place of ChatGPT, so you could keep everything in here. I mean, I feel like it's pretty good when it comes to prompts like chat. You have to prompt it like ChatGPT. You have to keep it, like you have to give it a running start of like who you are and all that stuff. But it's pretty decent. A friend of mine who does solopreneur, she's the solopreneur chat GPT like guru. She's been playing around with Canva's chat and she said it's actually pretty good. She's come up with some good prompts. So, and we're trying to come up with a collaboration so we can share that. Anyway, so there's that. Okay, another thing to consider running, we have a few more minutes, is monetizing everything with Canva, okay? Obviously, as you can see, this presentation is made in Canva. Gone are the days of PowerPoint and all that stuff. All of my presentations, all of my portfolio work, everything is made in Canva. I have my website, my fully functional SEO website is made in Canva. So you can host courses in Canva. You can create guides. You can make seamless patterns to sell on Etsy. A lot of people feel like they're so limited with Canva because they're like, oh, well, it's just, I just make social media templates and that's it. No, like Canva is literally leading the age in graphic design. Okay. It is limited, but you can do so much in it. And especially since they added the drawing feature, it's not as good as Procreate, but it's there. to create your own illustrations and things like that. But like I said, it's only getting better. I mean, I've been using this, it's been around since 2013. I've been using it since 2015, and man, it has come so far. So anyway, so think outside the box as a solopreneur in your business to create things within Canva as whether it's a lead magnet. Okay, you can create lead magnets in here. Think about rack cards, whether it's like a step-by-step. I mean, I have clients who has done a lead magnet for step-by-step process in creating sourdough. And it's a freebie that people can download that they made in Canva, but it gets people to get into their email list, right? So think about things like that. That's really captivating because you could create engaging marketing materials within Canva for your business and your niche. Like example is for me, I create, I just worked on this. Where's one of my, I have a buyer's guide. Okay, so I sell this for my real estate agents. This is a customizable buyer's guide template for my real estate agents. So I add their branding to it, but then all they have to go into is update the wording, like pricing, comparison, all that different, like all their different resources that they have, but everything else would be branded to them. So think about that. I also make customized catalogs for my branded merchandising customers. I'm a graphic designer, so I create logos and brands for people, but then I also put their logos and stuff on merchandising, and it's a mini merchandising catalog, so they can see it on just the different color options of shirts that they want and things like that. I can then create this, go over to share, create a public view link, copy that, and then when you go to send it to them, you could download it as a PDF for them to open, or they have a link to open it up. It opens it up as a flip book. So this will open up and they can flip through this and look at it online. How cool and professional is that when you add different components like this to your small business? Okay. It is a wow factor for people. You also can view like, because it kind of creates it as a website. So you can see who visits it, things like that. This is a great way to use for course building. Every single type of design that you could create, you can make a public link out of. So you can track who's viewing it, who's doing stuff like that. Okay. So I have a lot of success stories in my field of work. I have somebody who's created 2 functional websites with SEO. She, Living Laughlin, she has created 2 nonprofits because it saves money. You actually could create websites with Canva free. You actually don't need Canva Pro to do it. You can host everything in Canva. So how great is that for a nonprofit to get that? Nonprofits get Canva Pro for free, which she does, but those are options, okay? Other things that Canva Pro, if you are a teacher, certified teacher, whether college, elementary, you get Canva Pro for free. Nonprofits get Canva Pro for free. So definitely look into that. My daughter, she makes seamless patterns in Canva, and she sells them on Etsy. And she also made a coloring book that's being sold on Amazon. She made that in Canva. My friend Micaiah, she's made and created DIY recipe books and she does self-care products. She stopped doing the product-based business and she turned everything to share all of her insights online for people to buy her recipes that she would make her products with. And she's very successful at it. So those are just different things like thinking outside the box, you guys, when you are creating stuff in Canva for your small business to make it easier. Okay. I'll put these links in the chat, but I definitely want you guys to think about, I do have a Let's Get Digital guide, and I also have my customizable website templates. So if you are looking to do that, I have those available for you to help out. Go ahead and scan that QR code. That gives you all my social media stuff. But let's get to start talking about questions, because I want to make sure we have enough time for questions. I get confused on their terms and conditions and creating vector logo designs. Okay, this is really, really easy. So let me, here, I'm gonna copy these so you have it. Copy. We're gonna go back to Canva. Um, okay, terms and conditions for Canva. If you create a logo in Canva that has elements or graphics, you obviously can't trademark it, okay? The only thing that you can trademark if you create a logo in Canva is fonts. Fonts cannot be trademarked, okay? So there's that. So if you're just making it, I mean, I'm not sure who's really, usually big entity businesses are trademarking at this stage in our lives. Like I'm not even looking at trademarking. It's just a lot of money, okay? When it comes to copyright, so Canva, when you create a new design in Canva, you get one license to create that design, okay? You open up another design, you get one license for that design. So you get one license for each design that you use. You can use any of the elements in there. You can use any of that stuff because it's not proprietary. It's for that's why you pay for Canva Pro. All the elements, because not all elements are unlocked if you have Canva Pro. And that is because there are Canva creators, Canva designers like me who get paid percentages if people use my template, if people use my design that I uploaded. Okay. So paying for Canva Pro gives you that option to use those and to use my stuff because I already get a kickback. Okay. So when it comes to copywriting, though, you can't, this is the issue when it comes to like Etsy and things like that. A lot of people will go in, they will find a template, right? It's like a planner template. And then they don't do anything with it. They don't change it. They don't edit it. They don't do anything. They automatically download it and then they upload it to Etsy to sell. That is illegal. That is copywriting that designer's stuff. What Canva has done is that if you go in and you take a template and you edit it, you have to edit the colors, you have to edit the fonts. You can use the template as inspiration, like, okay, I like how this is laid out, but you have to put your stuff you have to edit it. Like I said, fonts, colors, maybe change and add a different flower component to it or whatever it is, then that becomes yours. You can download it and sell it on Etsy. Does that make sense? Hopefully that does. So, um, so there's that. Any other questions? Do you need me to show you anything?
Do you have any other examples of like unique ways to use Canva for maybe like service providers or just small businesses in general?
Um, yes. So let's go back. Let me close. So other ways that you can use Canva, obviously not only for, I'm gonna actually here, let's do this. Why don't you take down these notes for quick templates to use, okay? So the best template searches for small businesses are workbooks, okay? So when you search workbooks and you go to Canva templates right here, there are so many really cool guides and workbooks that you can get inspiration from to add to your business. So think about workbooks for onboarding clients. So you can have things like this that you can ask, like, okay, I'm going to send you over a sheet that I'd like you to think of. Like for me as a branding strategist, I have a sheet that looks like this that I send over to my potential clients. Okay. And I have them fill it out before we get on to a Zoom call so I know exactly the direction they're going because If you know, and that's just me as a brand strategist. There's other clients that whether you're doing it for social media management or something else, or like a vitality coach, like you want to know before you do an onboarding or talk to them to see if you're a good fit. You, I feel like a lot of people don't really know what they want to begin with. And so when you have like a sheet like this cleared out to be like, and you ask them these specific questions. And then when you finally get on, you don't feel like it's a waste of your time to be like, okay, yes, I can help you with this. This is something I can help you with. Instead of, you know, I've had also clients who I've sent these to, and they're like, okay, actually, maybe this isn't what I need. Like I had a client that I had to refer out to a social media manager here locally because she thought that's what I did. And I'm like, nope. I was like, if you want a new logo or a website, like I don't do social media management anymore. I could create you social media templates to like I make a library for you in Canva, but I'm not going to be posting for you. I'm not managing anything. And she's like, oh, that's not really what I want. But that is explained on the sheet that I give them before we book a one-on-one, and I waste my time and their time. Okay. This is a great thing for lead magnets. So you can make tons of free lead magnets within Canva for your business. Whether you're a spiritual coach and you want to make like a track list of like a habit tracker list. Like I have this habit tracker list. I'll take off my wall. That I made in Canva for me. I need to update it. This was for February. Obviously, I'm not very good at but I made this for me for tracking for like, I have my devotional time, I do my walk, drinking my water, stuff like that. Okay. So you can create those as just an easy download for a lead magnet. Um, Other things that you could do, as you can tell, you guys, I homeschool. Okay. Look at all these free, or if you have kids, don't go to teachers pay teachers. Don't buy anything. Look at all these free worksheets that are in Canva. There's so many free school things in Canva, it's ridiculous. So I'm telling you, there's a lot. What other things? Let's see here. So workbooks are really, really good. Okay. You can also type in courses and well, this comes up with just this. That maybe that's not a good one. Web pages are where courses are held. Use my loud kids in the back. Um, you can build a web page. Or not. This isn't. They change your thing. Yeah, let's go back. Let's go back to landing page. Instead of link trees, you can use this to build a landing page. Okay. So look at all these different types of quote unquote link trees. So stop paying for link tree. You could create one in here. And what you would do is you could come in here, customize this design, add in different links. So this is great if you're an influencer. So you have different links for stuff like that. Okay. And you could come in here and edit all of this stuff, and all you would do is just go to share, and you would go to see all, and then you would create a website, and it gives you its own little domain name. Make sure you rename this to your name, obviously. And you create your own little link tree that then you can pop into stuff like that. Let's see here. Let's see here. Can you, where are we at? Makes sense. Creating lead magnets. Can you show me how to insert a logo in a new document, like in a top corner and not have the text shift down? I created a doc and then went in to add our church logo, and it kept dropping text below the logo. Yes, I could do that real quick. So if you're in my document, So hopefully that makes sense to everybody. There's so many things that you can create in Canva. I'm just going to do text. Okay, so we added this. Not everything. So is that what you're talking about? I mean, your text should be moved down anyway if you're adding, because this is, okay. Actually,
Does she mean maybe text wrapping so that the logo's
there's
on the left?
there is text wrapping, but this isn't, I'll be honest. So Kayla, I understand where you're going. I understand what you're trying to do. The Canva doc is not like Word. Okay. So you won't be able to do that within here. It's not the capabilities of Word. So if you are making like a PDF document, what I personally would do is I would just go to custom size and I would go to inches and create an 8.5 by 10. Okay. I'd go 8.5 by 10, create a design, and this is what you created. And then from here, this is where you can add all the layers. When you have a document like this, you can't add all the layers that you can with an actual just design. So then once you're done, you're adding your logo to this, like this, and you then go and you add you can add all the text boxes as you want, or just one text box to type out. It then will, when you go to download it, you can actually just download it as a PDF with all the different pages. So hopefully that helps. That's how I would do it, because unless you're gonna build it in Word, because like I said, Canva's doc is not Word. Like it doesn't have, you can't go in and do a text wrap in here and do all that type of stuff. Hopefully that makes sense. Okay. So hopefully that helps you. That's how I would do it. So then you can add all the layers as you want, because Canva is literally working in layers. So, okay. Okay. Any other questions?
That was a lot of really great information. Thank you for sharing all of that.
Yes, no problem. Hopefully, um, yeah, please let me know if anybody has any questions. There we go. Stop sharing
Yeah,
about, because I'm always here. Always follow me on my Instagram. I always do a lot of tips, just short little pointers and tips and things like that. So
perfect. Thank you so much. If anybody has any final questions, feel free to drop them in. If not, Renee dropped her website links. I shared her Instagram. Feel free to connect with her. And as a thank you for being here today, I'm offering all of you a free month in the Greenhouse, which is a marketing hub for solopreneurs. So there's a lot of events like this, open forums for questions, courses, and all designed to be super attainable for solopreneurs, not to send you on a marketing side quest to be an expert in something. So it's all designed for you, just like this course was. This was a lot of very useful information. So thank you for sharing. And if that is it, if everybody's good, then we'll let you all go. And I hope you all have a great rest of your day.
yes, thanks for joining.
Thank you. Thanks for being here, Renee. Bye,
Yeah,
everybody.
thanks.